Welcome, Taurus. This is your Lovescope reading for June 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to our reading, let me just take a moment to thank you for your likes, your shares, your favorites, for your support. Truly, thank you. Now, we start with the Knight of Pentacles. Well, the Knight of Pentacles is that sure and steady path where we know what we're expecting going forward. There's no surprises. We take each day at a time. So this month is understanding, it's like trying to get a clarity and understanding of your footing going forward. It is, do you have enough trust within the relationship? Is there safety? Is there security? Is there compassion? Is there passion? Is there a true love going forward? And it's wanting that understanding. It's wanting that security, knowing that security. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles and Justice. So the Queen of Pentacles, who are you in the relationship? Okay, and if you're not in a relationship, who are you within a relationship? And this is probably the top question you need to ask yourself this month. Now, the sun is carved into your seat. The angel sits next to you. You hold that wealth, that well-being in your lap, and you look very content. And the sky is electrified. So what is your definition of passion? What is your definition of security? And justice. It's making those decisions that you have to have things a certain way, in a certain order, in order to go forward with the strength within the relationship, or in order to invite a relationship in. This is where we really need to understand our balance within a relationship, or how a relationship would give us balance if we're not in a relationship. And we're ready to go forward. We're ready to, but I think that there's more to think about. I mean, we stand before the gates here, but it doesn't look like we are in any process of turning around. I see a very still person. So, and the water is your emotion, your understanding. So there needs to be a clarity. It needs to be a clarity of what your image truly looks like in a loving relationship, in a relationship that brings you all the abundance and happiness and security that you could ever want, and understanding it completely. So it's soul searching this month. It's going inwardly this month, and understanding how you truly feel when it comes to love and relationships. What really needs to be there? What really needs to not be there? And then taking the next step from there. Okay? The Knight of Pentacles. We always go back to that starting card. What is the next step and the step after that? And it's the clarity and the understanding of who we truly are as people within the relationship. Our needs, our wants, our desires. Now, the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Wands, for those of you who are single, this talks about a lot of opportunity maybe coming in for relationships or a special relationship. Now, when this card comes in, I would have to say that it might be more of interaction with many different people in order to get clarity and understanding of what you truly want within a relationship. So you meet somebody and you understand that they have these qualities and this going for them, and they can bring this to the table. And then you step back and you ask yourself, is that what I truly want? You may meet somebody else. You may have a conversation with a best friend who just met somebody, and this is their qualities and how it completes their world, their understanding of what security and love is, in order to get more clarity, in order to get more understanding. So this could come through conversations. This could come through conversations with your inner wisdom, And bringing that to the top through meditation, through prayer, through talking to your angels and your spirit guides, and really getting a clarity and an understanding of what true passion really means to you, what true security really means to you. And the Eight of Cups talks about you ready to go forward and creating beauty and creating love and enhancing love in your relationship. That, I almost expect to look down and see the magician, because it's like you hold the magic wand to what is to be going forward. If you use the energy properly, if you tap into the energy, if you understand really what makes your heart flutter, how that pit in your stomach just ends up there, how your palms get sweaty. Now, you can't lose that partner relationship. If you've been with somebody for 50 years, you still need to have that. You still need to have that excitement and that happiness and that joy when they walk through the door, when they say good morning to you, or good night to you, or I love you to you. So it's really being ready to go forward on your path when it comes to love, but it really needs to be an understanding of exactly what it is. That's really calling out to me, especially with the first half of those cards. It's really calling out that you really need to have a firm understanding going forward. So it's pulling inwardly on yourself. It's taking the time to understand what truly makes you happy. Not just what everybody thinks should happen, but what truly makes you happy, because that could be two completely different things. Now, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Devil. The Four of Pentacles is not really understanding our worth, our value. It's not having that self-confidence needed in order to understand truly what will make you happy. So it's raising your self-confidence this month. It's raising your beauty this month. Now, this could also be that you are holding on to things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. And it's usually, in the love reading, it's more of your thoughts. It's not something physical. It could be something physical, but chances are it's more your thoughts, where you've had a set way of thinking. Maybe it was your upbringing. Maybe it's watching how your parents interacted with each other, that you kind of have this vision with blinders on how things really need to be. And if you really look inwardly, you'll find that perhaps that isn't what floats your boat. Perhaps you're looking for a whole different relationship than your parents had. And you've just kind of had your blinders on and not really seeing past the example given to you in life. So it might be looking at things through a new perception, a new understanding, which will give you new life, which will give you that clarity. And I really think it's those inward conversations this month that are really going to transform you. We have the Devil here, the Phoenix rising out of the ashes. If you use the energy properly this month, you come out of this month with brand new expectations of who you are in love and what your definition of love truly is going forward. And you have an understanding of the type of security you need within the relationship. You have an understanding of the type of passion you need within the relationship. And what you give and what you get. Now we have the Ace of Swords with the Three of Swords here. The Ace of Swords is definitely new paths, new action plans. So if you are looking for a relationship, this is a very strong card saying that somebody may come into your life, and it will be unexpected. It will be out of the blue. It'll be like you meet somebody and it's like you've known them forever. It's with the Three of Swords. So I think the Three of Swords being the last card here is, this is where we heal. This is where we heal from past, and I hate to say mistakes in love, because you really don't make any mistakes in love. It's understanding, it's growing your knowledge, it's growing your understanding in order for you to stand in your beauty and have the most spectacular relationship on the planet. But this card kind of says that this inward looking, this understanding isn't something that you can do in a couple of weeks and it'll be gone. That chances are you're going to be going into July still trying to figure things out, trying to understand that step-by-step approach of where you're going within the relationship, how it feels, a security, a knowing, a well-being. Let's pick an angel card here. And this is my confirmation deck. So we'll see if I got close to the message, if there needs to be more of the message given. Maybe I didn't spend enough time on an area. The Three of Michael. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. Release the past. So understand, I mean, take off the blinders. Look at things through a new perspective. Have maybe conversations with friends or people that you respect on relationships. You know, I kind of got that with this card, that you might be having conversations with people in order to understand. You know, sometimes it's understanding what you don't want within a relationship in order to understand what you truly do want within a relationship. So you have a conversation with a friend and they're talking about this person in their life and what it means to have that person in their life, good, bad, or ugly. And so then you can kind of relate to your situation and say, well, I would like that. So I don't know why you're complaining, or I really wouldn't like that, and I really don't know why you're praising that situation. And it's getting to know really what you don't want sometimes in order to understand what you do want within relationships. And that's if you're in a relationship or you are raising your light, you're raising your vibration in order to attract that somebody special into your life. Release the past. I really got that with this. To take the blinders off, to look at things through a new perspective. Understanding your wants, your needs more than what the formatted wants and needs are that you have been brought up with, or it's kind of been tradition, or it's kind of been the values that you were given. And maybe your values are very different, and it's time to recognize that within yourself and stand up for who you are and raise your self-confidence in order to be in a beautiful relationship with all the security and passion and love you could ever want. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.